Hey Dallas Baptist folks, this is Scott Henson giving you a little Devotional Wednesday video. And just give you a heads up, I'm trying to get the stained glass in the picture so the way the lighting is on the camera and my face is dark. So I apologize about that, but the beautiful stained glass in the background is always a plus. Let's look today at Luke chapter 17. I'm going to read a few verses here for you and talk about judgment and talk about being ready. I'm looking at Luke chapter 17, reading from the NIV. It says, "It'll be just like this on that day that the Son of Man is revealed." Now, in the previous verses, Luke had talked about, or Jesus mentioned the word, Noah and people eating and drinking and being given in marriage, and then the flood came and it took them away, destroyed them all, the language says. And in a previous section here, verse 28 and following, mentions a lot. People were eating and drinking and buying and selling and planting and building. Then the fires came to destroy Sodom. But getting back to verse 31. "On that day, no one who is on the housetop with possessions inside should go back down to get them. Likewise, no one in the field should go back for anything." Remember Lot's wife. It's not a good thing. This day of the Lord concept we'll be talking about Sunday, and we'll look at Zephaniah. In the Old Testament and New Testament, the day of the Lord often carries this notion of impending doom. That God is coming, that judgment is coming, that the ledgers will be set right, punishment will be meted out for those who deserve it. And it's not a good thing. Verse 33, "Whoever tries to keep their life will lose it. Whoever loses their life will preserve it." Let's think about Christianity, isn't it? The paradox is that to gain eternity, we have to give our lives to Jesus. We have to give it up, commit ourselves to Him, and His will be done, not ours. As I tell you, two people will be in one bed, one will be taken and the other left. Two will be grinding grain together, one will be taken and the other left. Scholars debate those verses, and they debate whether who's the benefit, the one taken or the one left. Some say, well, the one taken is the one that's the benefit because the one left seeks judgment or is being judged. Some other scholars argue that, well, the one taken away is the one that's going to be judged. It doesn't necessarily matter, just the notion that there's going to be judgment. Part of the notion in the eyes of Jesus here may have been even the Roman soldiers, in the sense that sometimes the Romans would knock on doors of people, average citizens, and maybe take one or two away as punishment. And that wasn't a good thing. Didn't necessarily know when the Romans were coming, when you were going to leave. And see, the unexpectedness we find at the end of days, the day of judgment, is something is very, very palatable these days. We don't know when the end's coming. We can guess, the pandemic's here, the election's bad, the end of the world's coming soon. We don't know. You see, Paul wrote in 1 Thessalonians that the Lord will come the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. And thieves generally don't announce when they're coming. They usually just kind of break in when nobody expects it. We have to be ready. There was a gentleman in the 60s and 70s, one of the Jesus freaks, a long-haired hippie type who loved Jesus and sang about Jesus. He's kind of the godfather of contemporary Christian music, a guy named Larry Norman. Wrote a song called "I Wish We'd All Been Ready." My generation, who grew up in Southern Baptist churches and evangelical churches, probably know the song from DC Talk's version in the late 90s, "I Wish We'd All Been Ready." Let me read the words to you. It says, "Life was filled with guns and war, and everyone got trampled on the floor. I wish we'd all been ready. Children died as the days grew cold. A piece of bread could buy a bag of gold. I wish we'd all been ready. There's no time to change your mind. The sun has come and you've been left behind. A man and his wife asleep in the bed. She hears a noise and turns her head. He's gone. I wish we'd all been ready. Two men walking up a hill. One disappears and one's left standing still. I wish we'd all been ready." And listen to this line. "There's no time to change your mind. The sun has come and you've been left behind." And that refrain, I wish we'd all been ready. Are you ready to meet your Maker? If Jesus were to come back in 5 minutes, would you be ready? It may be 20 years from now, maybe 30,000 years, we don't know. But are you ready? Is your heart right with God? Now, when I say are you ready, think about that. There's a popular misconception in our world today that to be ready, you have to live a perfect life. We're not required to do that. We're required to know Jesus. That's what we need. We need to know Jesus. Remember that, losing your life? The one who loses their life will preserve it. Have you lost your life to Jesus so you can live forever in eternity? Are you ready? And are you living like it?